Nintendo released a couple of short trailers in Japan with a mix of gameplay and story elements, some that we've seen, but also some new footage as well. There's some new gameplay shown off here with Link, plus we've got some interesting story details with Zelda holding the Master Sword, plus there also appears to be a mystery in the Gerudo Desert. Well, today I'm going to dive into that footage from the trailers and we'll see what interesting details that we can pick out. So what I'm going to do is play the footage in the background and we can have a discussion about it. I'll stop on a particular frame that provides an interesting point. We've got two commercials, one focused on Tears of the Kingdom, with a couple of new shots to have a look at. Then we've got a commercial focused on Mario Kart, Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and crucially Tears of the Kingdom, but I've edited that commercial to pick out only the Tears of the Kingdom footage. First of all, let's have a look at the medley commercial. So this is mainly focused on Link gameplay, and we can see Link chopping down a tree. He's also fighting a Zonai construct with a spear. It looks like he's also fighting a Hinox up there in the sky, plus we get to see more of Link's fuse ability, given he's fused a mushroom to the end of a spear. You know, I don't know what it is with Nintendo fusing mushrooms to everything, but I guess given they explode and provide cover, that is quite useful. Link is also seen fighting a bokoblin, plus we see Link on a boat, and then we see Link taken to the skies in a flying machine that he's built with Ultra Hand, and we can see Link using that projectile weapon, which is likely to have Zonai origins. So we've seen this one before, but it is good to see it again. This commercial is fast-paced and it tends to go by in a flash. Now it's a good mixture of abilities, mainly focusing on combat, fuse, and Ultra Hand. Well, next up, let's have a look at this other Japanese commercial, which contains a good combination of gameplay and story moments. And here, we've got some new and interesting details to focus on. We see a similar shot of Princess Zelda who's looking up into the empty sky, although this time she's holding the broken Master Sword. We presume that the Master Sword fell with Princess Zelda after Link was attacked by the malice sent out from Ganondorf's corpse, meaning the Master Sword is with Princess Zelda. Previously we've seen Link picking up the Master Sword, however this is likely to be before Princess Zelda and Link find Ganondorf underground, because the Master Sword is complete. Princess Zelda having the Master Sword in a broken state is quite interesting, because we've also seen Link with the broken Master Sword way back in that delay trailer in 2022. One of the theories with Princess Zelda is that she's been sent back in time, rescued from a potentially fatal fall by the Zonai, meaning her and the Master Sword are stuck there in the past. You know, given we see Princess Zelda and the Master Sword together, then we've got a couple of scenarios for Link to actually get the Master Sword. Either he's going to have to travel back to meet Princess Zelda in the past and pick up the sword from her, or she's going to have to store it somewhere in the past for Link to pick up in the present. You know, I'm leaning towards the latter explanation for the moment, given we see Link and the broken Master Sword in the sky, and it looks like Link is communing with the yellow energy orb, which I believe is Princess Zelda in some form. Well, later in that same trailer, we see Link flying using this large winged structure, so we've seen this before in the name reveal trailer, although this time we see Link diving off the winged vehicle in the middle of the sky. Given it's shaped like a bird, this could be related to the Rito, and perhaps this is something that we get in the middle of the game, something to help us travel around Hyrule quicker. Now, it works similar to a horse would on the ground, you know, taking us from A to B, and when Link spies something interesting on the ground, then he can simply dive off this flying platform. Now, I don't really know what happens to the flying machine when Link dives off. I would imagine it probably has to land somewhere instead of just flying up in the sky constantly, waiting for Link when he needs a sky taxi. Well, then we see a shot of Link running in the Gerudo Desert, and our eyes are drawn to Link over there on the right hand side, but the interesting thing to have a look at is on the left hand side of the screen. This is the site of the 7 heroines, and it appears to be dramatically changed compared to Breath of the Wild. So we've known for some time that it's going to be the same Hyrule map used in Tears of the Kingdom, which did draw a fair amount of criticism from fans, although Nintendo are demonstrating here some of the differences we're going to see on the ground in Hyrule. The Sky Islands are going to be interesting places to explore and discover, plus we've got caves and underground spaces to explore as well. But looking at the site of the 7 heroines, it appears the Hyrule we knew in Breath of the Wild has been dramatically changed. In this shot of the Gerudo Desert, we can only see 4 heroine statues remain standing, plus it looks like there's a big sword in the centre. Each of the heroine statues appears to be damaged by something. They appear to be sitting at angles in the sand when compared to the same scene in Breath of the Wild. The sword in the middle is very curious as well. Perhaps this has broken off one of the other statues and is about to be consumed by the quicksand, or maybe there's another explanation. We've seen huge pieces of sky islands fall from above onto Hyrule. Now, outside of Kakariko village, we've seen a large circular stone slab fall onto the hills and wedge there. Perhaps something has fallen out of the sky and damaged these 7 heroine statues, and the falling debris is being concealed by the sand. Well, finally, we see a gorgeous shot of Link running on his horse along the beach. There's a sunset to the right, palm trees to the left. Now, this could be the start of the game, given there's no sky islands to be seen in the sky throughout the duration of this shot. So much like we see Link pulling the Master Sword before him and Princess Zelda go underground to find Ganondorf, we're likely to get some story at the start of the game to tell us what happened after Link and Zelda defeated Calamity Ganon at the end of Breath of the Wild and connect us to the start of the story in Tears of the Kingdom. So this could be Link during his downtime. However, he does appear to be wearing armour and he's riding with purpose. So we're just going to have to wait and see what's going on in this scene when the game comes out on May the 12th. Well, there you have it. It's not a lot of footage, but there's some interesting details in there and a few story elements that we can pick out. Let me know in the comments what you think about the gameplay, plus also what's going on with Princess Zelda and the broken Master Sword. Where is she? I'd love to hear your theories on what's going on with Princess Zelda, and what do you think is going on in the Gerudo Desert? What has happened to the 7 heroine statues? Well, that is it for this look at new gameplay and a mystery in Gerudo Desert in Tears of the Kingdom. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Legend of Zelda content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to Triforce Times. Or you can check me out on Twitter at Triforce Times. Well, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, you can check out all the other Legend of Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom content on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you real soon.